Hey guys, my name's Keith and I like to adventure.
I obviously wasn't recording, but I sprinted to catch this plane. It left like 3 minutes after I got on it. But we made it to Copenhagen, and now we get to explore. I love seeing these little postcards because they just show me the most famous things in the city that I gotta go see. This is the Danish Parliament building, and they just had horses chilling in the back, which I could have stayed there all day, but I don't have that much time. And your boy hungry, so you know we getting some sandwiches with caviar on them. That was so good. Next stop is the Museum of Copenhagen, which I thought was really cool. This was a map of the whole city that showed you where different events occurred. And I had a planning sesh, which you will see leads to some insane events down the line. And yeah, I left the museum to go to basically the Times Square of Copenhagen, where they have toilets in the ground. But yes, overall, very beautiful city. A bit expensive, but the food here is worth it. Dinner. That was yummy. Man, that was good. And it was warm. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I definitely use the restaurant as a place to charge my phone and warm myself. So pro tip, just spend $30 on a hamburger and you'll be able to charge your phone. I had a good time in Copenhagen. Now it was time to find my bus going to Berlin. And yeah, while we have a second here, a couple tips for solo traveling Europe. Bring a battery pack and bring an empty water bottle. Fill up whenever you can. I swear this entire continent wants you to be dehydrated. Another tip, don't take the overnight bus. I had no idea what I was getting myself into, but sometimes you just gotta buckle up for the ride, which this one happened to be 9 hours. And then all of a sudden, these Russian bus drivers stop and are like, all right, get off the bus. And half asleep, I'm walking around wondering what the heck is going on. And nobody else on the bus knew either. But turns out we were taking a ferry to go from Denmark to Germany. The FS Deutschland. Alright, I'm gonna relax, but it would have been nice to know what was happening beforehand. What's up with me and boats, huh? A lot of staying on boats during the night, I guess. Now I gotta find my bus again. Never thought I'd have this problem. And we are on our way to Berlin again. Or so I thought. After about 5 minutes, we pull over again to get our passports inspected. I guess that it makes sense that this is a security checkpoint on the German border, but we were already on the bus for about 3 hours, so it would really suck to get kicked off now. but we were all good and a new day rises.
Okay, it's the morning and we've made it to Berlin. First task, get breakfast. Second task, go east. I need to get to my train. And it's still like 6 miles away because the central station, central to nothing. They brought me to their lair or something, I'm not sure.
And yeah, they have an Eiffel Tower too. Yo, when I say this breakfast was bussin', it was fantastic. And I was so hungry too. Go there if you ever get a chance. And now I've got about 3 hours to explore Berlin before I've got to get on my train to Prague. So where do I go? The mall, for some reason. I mean, most of the museums were closed because at this point it was like 9 a.m. My train was at 10 and the museums opened at 10, so it wasn't really possible. But there was still some cool stuff just walking around. I mean, I'm at the Berlin Wall, y'all. What the heck? What I meant to say is what the hey. Sorry for cursing. This is the Reichstag, which has a lot of history behind it. And this is the Brandenburg Gate, which to many symbolizes both freedom and division. But there's a lot of history behind that, and I'm not a history channel. But it was pretty surreal to imagine what it would be like with this place flooded with people. Now I'm starting to make my way towards the central station. But not before I get another apple strudel. Yeah, I can definitely see myself going back to Berlin in the future. A lot more to explore. Pretty good for a grocery store, but now I've got to make my way to Prague. This was my first exposure to having to pay for bathrooms, or WCs. But with that behind us, welcome to Prague. This is their National Museum, which was absolutely mind-blowing. It was like 10 museums in one. A fun fact about this particular part of the museum is that it's totally rad. And to think, I thought this was going to be the best view I'd see all day. The architecture in this city is absolutely mind-blowing. If you're an architecture nerd like I am, 10 out of 10.
I just got out of watching a little performance at the Spanish synagogue in Prague. They did like some a musical medley. It was pretty cool. Now I'm heading back towards my hostel. Finally, shower, get off my feet. Dark, kind of, it's still in the background, that's crazy. Like dark, kind of sketchy streets on the way back to the hostel. This is my first time in like 2 days walking without my backpack on. I feel like freaking Rock Lee, bro. One of the employees at the hostel told me there's a Brazilian carnival going on in Prague right now. So it's right around the corner. I'll show you if it's any good or not.
Well, who needs sleep anyway? Now, on to the next train. Speaking of Rock Lee, I actually found him training jumping rope right under this big old chapel thing. That's gonna be the end of this episode. Thank you for joining me on this one,
and I can't wait to show you guys the next one.